the scene where you were in the bar and you picked up the girl and she wound up being a lesbian.
That was so much fun.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Yeah, no, those scenes in the bar are such a blast. They're such a blast. Because working with Blake is a lot of fun. The guy that plays Coleman, and it seems whenever I get to be in the bar, I get to do something silly and fun, and and that was a trip, and it was so sweet. And actually, one of the girls, the girl that played the girlfriend, has been on the show before. She was on. She's played a nurse a couple times. So so I've seen her around. So to her get like a speaking role and while having to kiss another girl was pretty funny. That was fun, and it just kind of perpetuated Spinelli's misfortune, and but it's amazing. His misfortune kind of finds a way to come out in so many different ways, and that was a clever way, I thought.
Yeah. Well, it was so nice meeting you this weekend, and hopefully
thank you.
Hopefully I'll see you soon.
Yeah, well, it's funny. I'm gonna be in New York in 2 weeks.
I heard.
I guess.
I'm gonna. Really? 2 weeks?
Yeah. Well, it's
I think it's the end of July, right?
Yeah, July 26th. July 26th at the I think it's the Marriott East Side or something like that. July 26th from 6 to 9.
Okay.
6 to 9. We'll be having a good time in New York. I'm so excited. It's been I always love going back to my old stomping grounds.
Yeah.
So.
Well, great talking to you, and have
Thank you, Alyssa.
No problem. Have a good night.
All right, talk to you soon, Kay. Bye.
I gotta let you go soon, don't I, Bradford? You gotta be out of here
What time?
soon.
What time is it?
It's 10:31 my time.
10:31. All right. Well, let's keep going. I'm gonna try to push it off as long as I can.
Okay, sweetie.
All right.
Gosh, you just got so many people. All right, Vanessa in New York wants to know, he has been such an amazing addition to the cast. When he began on the show, not only was his character unique from any other character ever on, but he was put to work alongside the kingpins of GH. My question to Brad is, has there been any advice given to him by either Steve or Maurice, or even both, that he has truly taken to better his performances and or his entire GH experience?
Absolutely, and people may have read this in the past because I've answered a question similar to this before, but I love talking about it. Well, I mean, number one, Steve has been the best friend and mentor I could have asked for in this whole process, and if it wasn't for him, I don't think I'd still be around, because it was Spinelli's relationship to Jason that I think brought him out into made him into a much more interesting, complex character. And Steve did say something to me, probably a few months into it, that really made sense to me, and I think saved me in many senses. He said we were doing a scene which was not necessarily, like a pivotal scene in the arc of a storyline, and and I always give my all to every scene. I try to infuse it with as much energy as possible. But for a while, I did feel pressure to make everything wildly funny, because that's what I thought I was there for. And Steve kind of pulled me aside one day and said, "You know what? You don't need to go 110% every scene. You have pick your moments. All these storylines are, it's a long process. Each storyline has there are moments that need that, and there are moments that don't need that, because if every moment was 110%, the right moments wouldn't pop.
Right.
So he really and it wasn't like don't give your all. It's not that. It's like pick your moments to to go over the top, or and especially in the comedic moments, like if I'm bouncing off the walls every single time looking to get a laugh, it's not going to work. So
right.
And so I really took that to heart, and I think it's tough, because some of the lines that I get, the writers don't necessarily adhere to that. They don't say,
right.
Okay, well this week we're going to write him a little more mellow. So I kind of have to make those choices on my own and decide which days I'm going to, stumble over myself, or which days are going to be a little more subtle. So, but it definitely, saved me a little bit, my body and my spirit.
Right.
So I was really grateful for that.
Well, Vanessa's in the chat room, and she says, thank you very much, Bradford, for answering the question. So, yay.
Yay. Oh, yay. Well, you're welcome. My pleasure. That was a great question. Thanks for asking.
All right, let's go ahead over here. We are moving to area code 757. Stephanie, you're on the phone with Bradford.
Hi, B-Rad.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Go ahead. It's not just Stephanie, B-Rad.
Uh-oh.
Do you know this voice?
Oh, my gosh. Tell me. I can't. The suspense is killing me.
How about Port Richie?
Oh, my goodness.
Do you know who it is yet?
Hey, Janine.
Yes.
How you doing, girl?
Good. I just wanted to call and give you a hard time, really. We just wanted to call and say hi and show some support, like, no, we were listening.
Oh, thank you.
Somebody's been a stranger, because I know you've been so busy.
Well, you know what? You know what's so funny is I got onto my MySpace for the first time in probably like 2 or 3 months to write a blog, just to like say I haven't died or anything. I mean, granted, I think most people know I'm alive, but you know, and I got onto my messages, and there was something like 1,000 new messages, and it was the most intimidating thing I've ever seen. So anyone out there that is a friend of mine on MySpace, I apologize. But I fear that my main mean of communication is going to be through blogging, just letting everyone know how I'm doing, because it is when I'm out. Like, I've been out of town so much on the weekends, you know, and I work, you know, so much during the week that I honestly don't spend as much time on my computer as I used to, and but I feel so bad. But unfortunately, that's the way it's headed. But I'm not. So, but anyway, but it's so good. So how is you guys are like all the trio of you women are in Florida. That's right. It's like a party in Florida. Yay, Florida.
Yeah, it's always a big party in Florida. Always a big party.
Woo!
Well, I'm actually in Virginia. I'm in Virginia Beach. She's in Virginia.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for saying hi. It's good to talk to you.
Yes, it's good to talk to you. We'll see you in the future, Super Soap, you know, all that good stuff. But go back to your fans.
All right, cool. All right, have a good night. Thanks for calling. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, let's go over here to area code 781. You're on the phone with Bradford Anderson.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello. Who's this?
Megan?
Hi, Megan. How are you?
Yes. Say that again. I didn't hear it.
Can you hear us okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, how you feeling? You all right?
I'm good.
Okay, good.
1,000 things at once.
Well,
Megan, take a deep breath, and what's your question for Bradford?
Well, it wasn't. I don't actually have a question. It's more like a comment. I just want to
say
I totally love the Layla and Spinelli scenes.
The Layla and Spinelli scenes?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nazanin is a great actress. I'm not sure if anyone went out and saw Iron Man, but she had a great little part in Iron Man. And she's great. And ever since she came on to Night Shift, she and I have been good friends, and I really enjoy working with her. And I'm just thrilled that that Layla is out of that Robin and Patrick triangle, and that there are things going on for her outside of that, and I'm happy to be part of it, because I think she's a great character, and she's a great actress. So I was thrilled about it too. It's tough because Kirsten actually gets kind of possessive, which makes me happy. But because when you work with someone, it's nice to know that they enjoy working with you, and so Kirsten wanted to make sure that I didn't get pulled away from her, but very much as I wanted to make sure that Kirsten didn't get pulled away with me when she does scenes with the Matt character. So, but Yeah, and they did a really nice job. The scenes that I had with Layla, they did a really nice